What's up YouTube, Nemesis here, and I am bringing you some more Civilization, and this is going to be my first No Quitters game of Brave New World that I have recorded. I had to play one of the game, and unfortunately that game didn't actually last very long because someone dropped out. I was recording it, but it dropped out and then we could just never seem to resume it. We kept trying to reconnect and it never worked, so I had to scrap that game. But yeah, we've only got 5 players because it's actually really early in the morning right now. It's like 8 AM. So all of the American players have gone to sleep, and most of the European ones have either got work or are not awake. So playing on a Fractal map, and I have got America. So I didn't get one of the new civs. In fact, there's no new civs in this game, which is kind of funny. So yeah. Let's see. So yeah, as you can see, we are playing Brave New World. I've got caravans. Since it's Fractal, I'm thinking that the Colossus may be a good bet, since trade routes on this are so strong now. But let's just go ahead and grab pottery first, and we'll decide what to do from there. We've got quite a lot of stone and stuff, so I'm just going to go for mining next. Got some cattle as well and some deer to work, so we want to focus on animal husbandry and stuff like that. Let's see what's... okay, so this guy has never played Hiawatha, I guess. He wants to read up on him and see what he's about. Hiawatha is actually one of my least favourite civs. His unique unit is strong defensively because he gets to walk through jungle and forest tiles as if it's nothing, I think. I don't know, like he gets a bonus when he's fighting in it as well when it's within their borders. Hiawatha also get trade routes built for them if it's a forest or jungle tile within their border, I think. So yeah, you don't have to build roads necessarily, but yeah, it's so situational. Yeah, I just don't like them as a civ. They're building the longhouse is kind of meh as well. So yeah, the Mohawk, I mean, like, it's a strong unit, but it's not as good as some of the other civs units, really. I actually prefer, I mean, like, even America's special unit is actually kind of similar. They get a perk for fighting in certain tiles, I think, which is the Minutemen. And we got a free upgrade to a Spearman. It's not the best thing to get from a ruin, but you know, we'll take it. Well, let's do the old production trick before I forget. There we go. So yeah, I'll explain the production trick again, since, you know, something to explain, isn't it? Basically, when a new civilian is born in your city, when this number reaches 0, it will automatically go to the highest production tile, and it gives you those hammers before the turn ends, and then you can reassign him to a food tile if you want to keep growing, or you know, whatever tile you want to reassign him to. It's basically just a way of getting a tiny bit extra production. I mean, in this case it's really not going to give me much, it's going to give me 1 hammer, but it's still worth doing. Yeah, Mohawk Rush is bad here. It is bad indeed. So if I sound a bit tired in this, then it's because I've been awake all night. Not a fan of this map so far. Definitely should have probably built a scout, really, especially since America does get the extra vision from scouting as well, so it really makes scouting quite worthwhile with him. And more worthwhile than it does for many other civs. So we're on the coast, but whether or not this is the real coast we have no idea. The thing the reason I don't like Fractal maps very much is because you always end up in situations where there's like 2 tiles or 1 tile where you can defend, and it just seems a bit too easy to defend and too hard to attack. Found another ruin. So let's have a look through our players. We've got Knut down here, Nut. I've played with him 1 game before, I think. And ooh, Great Barrier Reef. Okay, that's cool. So I know there's another one down here. I'll go explore that other tower, and another ruin over here. So yeah, I've played with Knut before. I played with Division, and let's get out that scout and reassign this guy. Keep that capital growing. So there's a bit of citrus down here. I mean, certainly it would be very nice to have a university and a city down here, but until we reach that point, it's not too beneficial for us. It looks like this is the end of a little peninsula down here, so we may have all of this land to ourselves. Let's head for... We need to get mining, really, I think. So we can chop down this forest and work these copper tiles. Oh wow, that one's in my border, so I need to lock some more to that. Get the extra 2 gold. So yeah, Brave New World is amazing so far. I'm very, very fond of it. The only thing that does annoy me a little bit is I think some of the civs are quite powerful. Venice, in single player at least, is really, really powerful. It seems like you can just get so much gold per turn with them. I'm not even sure how it's possible, really. So I'm going to build another scout after this one. Someone has founded a pantheon already. I'll check what that is next turn. Now the policy trees have changed a tiny bit as well. I'm going to go for tradition, I think, in this situation. Actually, no, I'm going to go liberty. Go for a liberty opener. I've got at least enough room for 2 cities down here. If I can get that in range of one of my cities, that would be really nice. But we'll see how that goes. Okay, so let's just have a look and see what we can see over here. So there's a city-state over there. This bit of land could go around up to it. But yeah, India, oh man, I've been waiting to play a game with India for so long. I really love that civ. It's just so awesome, the fact that you can just build these huge population cities so easily. It's just a game of trying to survive until the mid game, really, and then in mid game you kind of come into your own. And by the time it reaches late game, you're just got so much production, and you can afford to have so many specialists in your cities. It's really pretty cool. So let's try for Stonehenge, maybe. That would be pretty cool. Or we could try for the pyramids. Well, it does require liberty. Do we really want the pyramids? I think we'll try for Stonehenge first. So yeah, none of these guys get a religious perk, so one of them must have found a religious city-state to get that guy so quickly. Another ruin. That extra sight that I'm getting from that scout is really useful. It also makes it more worthwhile to keep your scouts alive as well as America, because you can kind of use them to spot when invasions are coming and stuff, potentially, later on in the game. So if you manage to get one upgraded into an archer, then that'd be amazing. But let's go check what that pantheon was. Okay, so there's 2 pantheons. One science from City Connections and fertile growth. I'm going to presume that that's India that's taken that growth. Oh, some salt. We like salt. Salt is my favourite resource. So we've got 5 turns until we discover that. So let's throw in a shrine and just hope that we actually end up getting a religion. And barbarian camp over here. We'll send our spearmen to take care of that once they've got that ruin. We might explore a little bit further down here. Looks like there's at least one more tile over here for us to go and check out. I've got free archery. And I don't know what that one gave me. Oh man, I guess I got policy? Yeah. So let's get out a worker. And the reason I've gone for the worker first is basically just because we already have mining and we've got 2 positions that we can build a farm. So it seems to make sense. I feel like that will pay for itself pretty quickly. Yeah, see, look, this guy loves India as well. I'm not sure why Brave New World really changes things that much. I guess trading routes are pretty awesome for smaller civs, or civs with less cities, I should say. So we can't go that way. We're going to have to go past this barbarian encampment. We've got another sort over here. We've got a really nice expansion site over here, and another one down here. And the cool thing is we've got these mountains as well to protect us. This is actually a really nice spawn. The only problem is that I could be quite cut off from everyone else. I'm just going to come down here and see what I can see. Well, that was, you know, that was worth it. Okay, managed to spot that wonder, get myself an extra happiness. So let's come up here, and we're going to go south because there's more stuff over here. Okay, so yeah, we are very secluded. Very secluded. Definitely going to need to get some sort of a navy, I think, and use that as our form of attack. 'Cause it looks like we are connected to the ocean here. In fact, possibly on both sides. So let's send our spearmen over, start working away at that barbarian encampment. We don't want to be troubled by them if we can help it. So we've got 2 city-states here, one for culture and one which is mercantile. Mercantile? I don't know how you say it. Yeah, porcelain. I got silver. Let's pledge to protect both these guys. And the reason that you pledge to protect is because it gives you 10... it slowly will build up to 10 out of 30. Respect with that nation. Which is good stuff. We want that. Another city-state up here. There is actually a chance that I could be on my own here. Or connected by, like... I'm going to have to... I mean, this is just insane. No one is going to be able to attack me. So I'm thinking maybe I should have gone tradition really, but you know, never mind. I'm sure we'll figure things out. Because if I went tradition I could have got some wonders quite easily, but I've got quite nice tiles. Not amazing, but I've got at least these 2 hills. Well, this isn't a hill, but... In fact, it's very rare that you see a copper resource on a flat piece of land. So let's head towards libraries and we'll just tech up since we're on our own. There's no reason not to. We'll take advantage of it. And where did that barbarian go? He's disappeared. Let's go and say hello to Jerusalem. Gives us 10 faith. So we don't need too much more to get ourselves a pantheon. And I think we're going to have to go for something mining related, looking at the kind of tiles we have around us. Probably the +2 faith from quarries would be really nice. Because I'm not sure if salt uses a quarry or a mine. I think it's just a mine actually. Which way shall we go? Let's go up here first. Okay, so we have to go this way. We'll pledge to protect them, but they're going to be annoyed at us by going through their land. Okay, there's the warrior. We knew he was there somewhere. And everyone's working on pretty reasonable tiles. I think I'll move this over here just until we get that next citizen. Grab that +1 production, that'll help us on building Stonehenge. Knocked it down by 3 turns. We've got to be careful with this scout, we don't want to let him die, but I do want to try and chip away, and wow, we're actually on our own island. Interesting. So, we're definitely going to have to try and get sailing. But hopefully we can set up lots of trade routes with all these guys. I'd rather do it by boat, but unfortunately they're all on the opposite side, so I don't think a boat would have the range. Which is quite unfortunate, but you know. So yeah, hopefully chopping down this forest will help us out as well. We definitely would like to get Stonehenge. Getting up our own religion would be really important since we're alone, to help us out with happiness. At this point I think it's worth me just making sure that I've gone to every single edge with my scout so I can see as far as possible. We're building up a bit of gold. $13 production produced for Washington from chopping down the forest. So let's see, the Great Lighthouse would be pretty useful for us now, considering our position. Normally it's not a wonder that I'd really consider worth getting, but and it does give us it gives us Great Merchant. I thought it was Great Engineer, but in that case probably we'll just go for get caravans for now, discover where the horses are, and we'll think a bit more later. We could have grabbed a free worker, but I actually want to befriend these city-states, I think. I don't want to do anything. Well, maybe I could steal it. Yeah, you know what, I might go back and steal that. Let's see if the plus faith from stone is still available. Here it is, stone circles. We'll take that. And we're gonna go and capture this worker from Jerusalem. Make peace, and let's kill this guy. Four turns left for this mine. Once that is done, I will well, that'll time up perfectly for when our next civ is born to work on that tile. It's really nice having this on flat land, actually, this tile up here, because we get 2 food and 1 production, 2 gold from that tile. It's really nice. And this guy definitely needs to move across the river, so he gets the bonus for defending over there. Oh, misclicked on something there. Yeah, this could be a bad thing or a good thing being alone. I'm not too sure at the moment. We have got a lot of room to expand. We've got quite a few luxuries. We've got an awful lot of copper to be trading with people, and we've got 2 salt, and we're going to have this gold, and I think that's it. Possibly might take out these city-states at some point if they don't give us any nice quests to fulfill. I mean, this guy's hostile to us anyway, so he's not going to be too useful. Because as soon as you ally him, he's going to start hating you again anyway. So, let's see. Hanging Gardens would be awesome, but I don't know if we're going to have the power to get that out. Actually, you know what we need? What we really need? first of all we need someone working on this tile now. But what we really need is quarries for these stone things. So let's head down here to masonry and pick that up. So this could be a bit of a boring game really. I mean, it's going to be a while before the other guys find me or I find them. Probably. Another Pantheon. Natural wonders. So that guy must be... I mean, I've seen 2 of the wonders down here and 1 over here, so he must be in one. There's a chance that he could be in one of those. Yeah, we can't build anything yet, so I'll just hop across and we'll build a farm soon. Got lots of mountains as well, so we can definitely try and position a few of our cities near observatories. Just looking around, trying to figure out where I want to put the first city. I think I'll probably put it here, maybe? And then I can put 1 down here. Although, maybe here, actually, instead. Yeah, 1 here. And I'll probably... yeah, I'll put that one up here, actually, so that it's next to a mountain. And then I'll build a 3rd one, probably here, on the sheep, or this one, next to the river. And the mountain. So let's grab some more visibility and make ourselves completely imbalanced. Of course, the upgrade that America gets to their scout is the +1 vision, in case you didn't know that, so that's why I can see so far with them. Not too much chatting, let's have a look at the demographics and see where we stand. Well, we have the most gold income and we have the best manufactured goods, which is brilliant because that means that we can try and work on some more wonders after this one. I really don't want this guy to die, so I'm going to move him back just 1 tile. So yeah, probably noticed actually the way I have my stuff up here. I always have the science one selected, just because I like seeing what I get from it, I guess, and having that easy access to open it up. Although I could just click like there, which is not very much further, but. So if we move this guy over this hill, then he's going to give this guy a flanking bonus when attacking. So I'll do that, and we are going to just fortify this guy. Well, it's not going to fortify him because of where he is, I guess, but... So it looks like we're going to get Stonehenge. And our next sieve should be working over on this tile. Oh no, it's automatically gone to that one. And in 1 turn I can work it, so I should have actually moved here. I didn't stop and check that. A small mistake, but it's not going to cost us too much, so... I think I'm just going to use these 2 scouts to fend off the barbarians from here, and I've got this guy to fend off this camp down here. Probably some more camps will spawn. Oh, I've got the citrus as well. I forgot about that. But we'll just have to worry about that later. I don't want to build too many units since we really don't need them since we're on our own. It's just unnecessary. I'd rather stockpile some gold. And we got ourselves Stonehenge. Let's try for the Great Library. I know this is really cheeky and we're probably not going to manage it, but I really think it's worth trying. So, what do we need to take advantage of the other tiles we have? I think actually I'm going to get sailing, just so I can purchase myself a trireme. And I mean, in fact, I'm going to consider going straight for optics afterwards so that we can send our scouts over the ocean, over to this bit of land to explore, since we know that we can get there very easily. But for now, I'm not going to because they can just defend up here. So they want this barbarian encampment destroyed, Kiev does, and surprisingly none of the other two do yet. Which is kind of strange. Hopefully they'll ask for that soon. Yeah, having these quarries is really going to help us out for production, because otherwise this city would not be in a very strong position, but with that it's not too bad. Okay, so they want that encampment destroyed as well now. So sitting at 7 happiness, we should be getting our free settler quite soon. 5 turns. I often go for tradition, so I'm used to having a bit more culture income than this, because tradition gives you +3 culture straight up. Liberty gives you +1 for every city you own, which at the moment is only 1, so that's why I'm growing so slowly. And since that's finished, we want to make sure that we move this guy from here onto here. And there's some spearmen over here. I want to move this guy back. And I'll move this guy forward. In fact, I could have just moved that guy there, but, you know, I didn't think about that. Leave me alone, guys. I'm far from a perfect player. I wouldn't, you know, if you're watching this video thinking, oh, I'm going to try all these tactics, I mean, feel free to try them, but, you know, this is a very situational game. Civ in general is all about reacting to your surroundings, so what works in this game might not work in other games, and on top of that, I'm not really that great of a player. I'm a good player, but not a great player. I can keep up with the guys in the no quitters community, but I quite rarely beat them. And yeah, the same goes with Immortal difficulty. I can often keep up, but not win. So, what do we want to head for next? Initially I thought maybe the Hanging Gardens, but I don't think we're going to get that. We're going to need some happiness. And I'd also really like to get the Colossus. So, let's head for construction for now. And we're just going to fortify one more turn, and then we'll take that out next turn, hopefully. And luckily it spawned those other barbarians on the wrong side, and the AI is kind of dumb, so those guys will just be moving between these tiles until they can find a way out, which it won't happen because the barbarian camp's in the way. There goes the pyramid, so we've got no chance of getting that anymore, but we didn't really need it, so that's fine. And wow, that didn't kill it. That's so he's on 1 health. Look at that. There's nothing left. This guy has like had both his arms chopped off and his legs, and he's like trying to defend his barbarian encampment. next time he's gonna die. I take rough 2. Oh, okay. I didn't realise there were 2. That might be the end of him. Which wouldn't be the best thing in the world. So where was I going to put that other city? I think it was here. Yeah, here seems like a good place. Although... yeah, that works. That works fine. Please survive. Please survive. Run, run. Come on, division, take your turn. My spearman needs to run. Run! Oh! I'm glad he had those perks. I took half health off both those guys attacking him. It looks like these barbarians are off harassing the city-states, so that's good news for us. We don't need to deal with them quite yet. So we can build our road because of getting the wheel, and then we'll have construction, so that we can keep ourselves happy and continue to expand. And it looks like we might get the Great Library. We're getting pretty close now. Let's have another look at the demographics. Third on manufactured goods now, so yeah, the chances are going down rapidly, but there is always the chance that the other guys have not teched in that direction. And I don't know why I did that. I was going to check these 2 tiles before I came back. Ugh, damn it. Well, it's a pretty nice island, really. I mean, I've had a lot worse than this. A lot worse. It's a pretty reasonable start. It's not the best start, but it's definitely going to suffice. Should do us okay. Now, I wonder if he's strong enough to one-hit. I don't think he is. And wow, we really did time this perfectly, because like as soon as this guy's done, he can start building the road. And this guy's gonna finish up his farm now as well. Oh no, sniped by 1 turn. Wow, that's a huge blow for us. Let's buy ourselves a stoneworks, I think. Oh, actually, we could buy a settler. We've got enough for a settler, so I'm going to do that. That saves us a great deal of effort. And this guy's going to... So, our second city, New York, has been founded, and we're going to get to work on a library. Man, if we had that free tech, that would have been amazing. And he's pillaged our tile, how dare he. There's not really much we can do with this settler at the moment. We can bring him down here and expand down this side, I guess. Again, I want to expand next to the mountains so that I can build an observatory there later. So yeah, let's do that. This guy can't quite get to me in time. And actually, since we know that that other brute is... Oh, that was the spearman. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I was going to say, because our settler could have seen down here, we would have then attacked this guy with the spearman and killed him, but now we can't do that, so... I know it's a bit early to be building roads, but my worker basically has nothing else to do. Oh, we can work here now, actually. We're losing gold. We're earning +7 over here, and we are earning nothing over this one. I think actually in Brave New World they changed some of the tiles. I think it used to be that any tile next to a river would get +1 gold, and they've changed it now. Now, I don't know why they changed it, but it does seem to make you a lot more hard up on gold. It makes you really reliant on trade routes. Actually, let's bring this guy in here and let him fortify in the city. Units heal a little bit faster in the city than they do in the borders, and they heal faster in the borders than they do outside of their own territory. So we can start building ourselves a farm over here, and we've got wheat, which is awesome, going to help us grow really quickly. And hopefully a barbarian camp didn't spawn down here. That would have been quite unfortunate, but seems like we managed to get away with it. Although actually this is too close to that city to found a city here, so I'm probably going to have to do it like here. I think it has to be a minimum of 4 tiles away, if I remember right, with 3 tiles in between, so I should be able to found it on the copper. Okay, well, he's got some of those guys over there. Yeah, see, look, we can't found here. So we'll try and found here instead. And hopefully that works. It's going to make us unhappy for a couple of turns, but only until this border expands over here. Which is going to be a while, actually. But we can build a stoneworks over here as well to give us 1 happiness. And we do have construction going, so we can get the Colosseums. But really, that's probably the big issue with starting alone. Keeping up happiness levels is difficult at best. I'd really like to expand this tile quickly, but we'll get this other horse otherwise. Just so that we can get a circus. And I could build a cargo ship in this city and send it to Kiev or whatever, but I don't think that's quite so worthwhile. I'm going to build a caravan because we are severely lacking in the caravan department. Trade routes are really the way to earn gold in this game now, since Brave New World came out. At least from what I can see. Oh wow, why is there no one working on this tile? How many turns? 5 turns. Okay. Could actually try and build the Petra in this city, but the chances of that are very slim. Trying to think of what happiness wonders there are. Chichen Itza gives us a little bit of happiness. But we'll be getting our religion, so... In fact, we will be getting that really soon, hopefully. If we get lucky, then we should be getting it next turn. I think since this turn was so quick, I'm going to end part 1 here, guys. So be sure to come back for part 2, and I will see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching, everyone.